Good morning children. Today we are going to learn word problems in multiplication. So word problems in multiplication and division, little similarity as like addition and subtraction is similarity here. So here there is no keyword, but if you read the question, then I can explain you how to understand whether it is multiplication or division. Here you see the cost of one pair of shoes. So it's given one pair of shoes. So the cost of one pair is given. It is rupees 1490. Find the cost of 145 pairs. Find the cost of 145 pairs. So given for one pair and they are asking 145. So here the keyword for multiplication is, it will be given for one. Given for one. That means any one thing will be given and they ask for many. Here now given for one and they are asking for 145. Given for one and asked for many. This is the keyword. This is the keyword for multiplication word problems. Given for one and asked for many. This is the keyword for multiplication. For division, this is just opposite. That will be given for many. This is for multiplication, and in division it will be given for many and asked for one. So this is for division. So in multiplication it will be given for one and they will ask for many, and in division it will be given for many and they ask for one. So if you remember, this is the keyword. Okay, there is no particular keyword, but when you read the question you can understand how many it is given and how many they are asking. So if you read that, if you find out that, then you will know whether it is multiply or divide. So here one pair is given and they are asking for 145 pairs. And in problem solving, statement is important. Without statement you cannot write. Without statement if you write, I will reduce the mark. For statement I am giving 1 or 1.5 marks. So if you are not writing, that marks I will reduce. Don't write only the calculation, write with the statement. Compulsory statement is compulsory for word problem. So now let's write the statement. First statement, cost of one pair of shoes equal to rupees. This rupees is important. This symbol you have to write, because all the numbers are not rupees. Some will be meters, some will be liters, some will be grams. So some will be in this one in rupees. So what unit is given, that you have to write. So this is rupees, so you have to write. Now the second statement is, therefore the cost of 145 pairs equal to, cost of 145 pairs of shoes equal to 1490 multiplied by 145. So the statement you will write, then you show the multiplication here in the middle. Don't show it here. Here you have to write the answer. So you can show it in the middle, otherwise here. Okay, don't write it in the rough. So better you write it here in the middle. So 1490 multiplied by 145. So let's multiply now. 0 multiply by any number, 0 only. So 0 into 5, 0. 5 9s are 45. So 5 you write here. 4 is carry over. Again 4 5s are 20. 20 plus 4, 24. So again 2 is a carry over. Again 5 1s are 5. 5 plus 2, 7. Okay, now multiplying by 5 is over. Now you have to multiply by 4. So 4 is the second digit. So second digit we are going to multiply. So the answer you will start from the second digit. So first digit you will not write anything. So that place let's write 0 here. So now let's multiply by 4 all the digits on the top. So 4, if you multiply any number by 0, 0 multiply by any number, 0. So 4 into 0, 0. Again 4 9s are 36. 4 9s are 36. So 6 you write here. 3 carry over. Again 4 4s are 16. 16 plus 3, 19. So 9 you write here. 1 is a carry over. 4 1s are 4. 4 plus 1, 5. So now multiplying by 4 is over. Now the third digit you are going to multiply by 1. So now third digit, when you write the answer, you have to start from the third digit. So this first digit and the second digit, we are not going to write anything. So that place, let's write 0 here. Okay, now if you multiply any number by 1, the answer is the number itself. So now we are going to multiply by all these 4 numbers. So this will come all the 4 numbers only. 0 into 1, 0. 9 ones are 9. 4 ones are 4. 1 1 is 1. So now we have finished multiplying. Now let's add it. Now 0. 5 plus 0 plus 0, 5. 4 plus 6, 10. 1 carry over here. 1 plus 8, 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 9, 17. 17 plus 9, 26. So 6 you write here. 2 carry here. 2 plus 5, 7. 7 plus 4, 11. So 1 you write here, 1 you carry here, 1 plus 1, 2. So the answer is 2,16,050. So cost of 145 pairs of shoes is 2,16,050. This is the answer. So you have to last take and write the answer also. So cost of 145 chairs equal to 145 pairs of shoes equal to pairs of shoes is rupees 2,16,050. You have to take and write the answer in the last. So this is the format how to present the statement. If anything is missing here, I will reduce the mark. You are writing the statement, you are showing the calculation here, not in the rough. You are showing here. Again last you take and write the answer. You can take and write the answer on the down also. Not here, no need to write, you can write it in the down. Again after completing the one problem, again you draw a line to show that this problem is over. Okay, after drawing the line only you start the next problem. Okay, this is the way you will present in the periodic test also. Okay, now from the exercise 4.4 in page number 116, I will explain how to do. Okay, how to get the idea of to find out whether it is multiplication. Here first A1, a showroom has 68 shelves. There are 436 garments on each shelf. How many garments there in the showroom? So here each shelf. So each shelf. So this each meaning 1. Each means 1. Okay, so in one shelf. So in one shelf there are 430. Each meaning 1. Okay, so in one shelf 436 garments and they are asking for 68 shelves. So in one shelf, given for one shelf, in one shelf 436 garments and 68 shelves given for one and they are asking for 68. So you have to multiply. Again second one, a book has 316 pages with 425 words on each page. How many words are there in the book? So each page. So each means 1. So in one page 425 words. In one page 425 words. So how many words are there in 316 pages? So given for one page and they are asking for 316 pages. So you have to multiply. Now third one, C1. An auditorium has 647 rows with 193 seats in each. How many seats are there in the auditorium? So 647 rows are there and 193 seats in each row. So each row, so one row. In one row 193 seats. In one row 193 seats. So how many seats are there in 647 rows? So all this you can understand. Given for one and they are asking for many. So given for one and asked for many means you have to multiply. When you multiply you get the big answer. Okay, when you divide you get the small answer. So asking for many means it should be bigger. So bigger means you have to multiply. If asked for one means it should be small, then you have to divide. Okay, that way you remember it in the mind. So asked for many means you have to multiply.